fractions, mixed numbers, and whole numbers, and the combinations of all of them. Now let's go to the other side of the coin and let's divide them. Okay? Alright. What do you think number one is if I've already started with must be? What do you think, sister? Must be in fraction form. Very good. Must be in fract form. Well, we can't do it. That means whole numbers need to have a
zero on the
bullcorn.
One.
Bullcorn.
One.
As a denominator.
Whole numbers need a
One as a denominator.
1 placed under it in the denominator spot. Okay? Mixed numbers need to be improper, but how do you do it?
Loopy-loop.
Loopy-loop. Alright. So, I'm not writing all that again, like we did on multiplying, okay? We've already covered that, right? So why write it again? Hopefully you got it in your brain. Right, Si? That's right, it's in there. So, we must be in fract form. Must be in fract form. Whole numbers get a 1 put under them. Mixed numbers get looped-de-looped and turned into impropers. All right. Number 2. The next statement is you cannot divide fractions. Now that kind of puts us in a quandary, doesn't it? Doesn't that put us in a quandary? Because what are we supposed to do?
Divide
We're
fractions.
supposed to divide fractions. Well, if we say we can't divide fractions, but we got to divide fractions, something's wrong.
Change
Because we're always going to have some division problems with fractions. Okay? You run the thing, you can't say nothing. Thank you. All right. So, we got to be able to do something else, right? If we can't divide them, we got to do something to work them, right? All right. So since we cannot divide fractions, we must do something. We must do something. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it, change it, flip it. This is our whole key. Keep it, change it, flip it. Keep it, change it, flip it. Now, remember, this is after we've turned things into what? Fraction form. So as we do, change it, pardon me, keep it, change it, flip it, I'm going to do this first example with it. There we go. Is that all right? Underneath keep it, put what, Si? First fraction. First fraction is keep it. That means we do nothing to it. We keep it. Hard so far? No. We've kept it. We've kept the first fraction. Change it. Change it means we're changing the problem to a multiplication problem. If we can't divide it, then by God we'll then multiply it. Okay? Alright, so we've kept the first fraction, we've changed it to multiplication, and the last one is flipping. What does he think it goes to?
Mixed number.
What?
Improper number.
What do you think we're talking about when we say flip it? If this is first fraction and this is the multiplication or the operation, what's this one going to be? Second what? The second fract is going to get what? Flipped. That means turn it over. It's not a complete flip where you land back on your feet. It's a flip where you land on your head. Hurt yourself. because you thought you could do a backflip, but you couldn't. You ever done that? Never tried it, Austin? Okay. That means we turn it over. We flip it over. The head becomes the feet becomes the head. Write this word underneath that. Brand new mathematical term. Reciprocal. Reciprocal. When you flip a fraction over, where the top becomes the bottom becomes the top, the numerator becomes the denominator becomes the numerator, it's called the reciprocal of it. Okay? Your math teachers later on in your math careers will slap you if you go flip it. Alright? Because they'll go, okay, what do we do with this fraction now? And you'll go, flip it! And they'll go, no, we don't flip it. You know how I know they're going to say that? Because I did that when I taught high school. You must know the terminology. You are finding the reciprocal or using the reciprocal of that fraction. So when they say, what are you doing to that fraction? You are saying I will reciprocate it. It's still the same word. The reciprocal is a fraction that has been reciprocated. Okay? The reciprocal, reciprocate. So, you learn a brand new math term, and you will be using this all through your mathematical careers. Even though you're daydreaming right now, you're still going to have to know it when you go up to higher mathematics. You are using the reciprocal. You are flipping that bad boy over is all it means. You're flipping it over. It's called reciprocating it. Okay? Last one is this right here, unless y'all want to list them all again. Y'all want to list all those from the other day, or just put that?
Just put that.
Let's just put that. How about that? We're going to use our multiplication steps now. Looking back, which is what we just did with the pop quiz, there was 5 steps, wasn't there? Those 5 steps were must be in fraction form. Step 2 was what?
Shortcut.
Shortcut if you can. Some of you like the shortcut. Some of you don't like the shortcut. Shortcut if you want to. Step 3 was?
Top times top.
Top times top. Step 4? Bottom times bottom. Step 5, which some of us didn't want to do on the pop quiz, but I had to give us a hint. We wanted to leave something top heavy for some reason. So, we could, if we don't want to shortcut, 5 times 3? 6 times 1? 6? 7. Really? Someone said 7. Somebody did. I heard them. I'm not going to say who, but somebody did. Did someone else hear them say 7?
Yes.
6 times 1 is not 7. Quit adding. We're multiplying. How many 6s make 15?
2.
Huh?
2.
How many leftovers?
3.
3 over 6, which is 2 and a half. Now, could we have simplified this with shortcut? How?
3.
Divide by 3, divide by 3, and what do we get here?
1.
1, what do we get here?
3.
6 divided by 3 is not 3. Would y'all quit minusing and plussing today? 6 divided by 3. 2. 5 times 1?
5.
2 times 1?
2.
How many 2's make 5?
4. I'm sorry.
How many 2's make 5?
2.
2. How many leftovers?
1.
1. We get the same thing. All right. How hard was that?
Easy.
Okay. Let's do the next one. on, y'all, before you do anything. You got to acknowledge, is it or is it not?
It is frac form.
It is in frac form. I don't have to do a step 1, do I? Okay. Step 2,
Can't divide frac.
can't divide it. So let's go to step 3.
Keep
Keep it, change it,
Flip it.
flip it, which is the word
Reciprocate.
reciprocate it. Good job. Step 4, multi rules. Do you see any simplifying shortcut?
No.
Okay, 1 times 5, 2 times 3.
6.
Thank you very much. Oh, there's no simplifying that. Look at that, bam. Dividing fractions. Boy, pretty good, eh? Oh, here we go, next one.
There's a whole number.
Add a 1, okay, plus 1.
No.
Now, if you say add in mathematics, guess what I think? Plus 1.
It's in frac form. What is the numerator?
It's not in frac form.
1 is
1 denom, right there on that whole number 8. All right, here we go.
Keep it.
Keep it,
Change.
change it,
flip it.
Recoup.
flip it,
Reciprocate.
reciprocate. Good job.
Simplify.
40. You go ahead and do it that way. I'm going to do shortcut. I don't like big numbers.
4.
Can I divide by 4? Divide by 4. Getting a 1 and a
2.
2. Top times top.
10.
Bottom times bottom. 1. Now right here, a lot of you want to circle that as an answer.
You can simplify. 10.
It's top heavy.
It's top heavy. And any number over 1,
Is it itself as a whole number?
it's itself as a whole number. Do not circle that as an answer. It's improper. We do not leave answers as improper fractions unless specifically instructed to do so. All right, Sagas? No, mark on her. I don't want to go away. All right. Next one. One's not.
1 denom.
All right, here we go.
Keep the first fraction.
Keep it,
Change it.
change it,
Flip it.
reciprocate, or flip it. Okay?
3 divided by.
Oh, shortcut. Divide by 3, divide by 3. It's called cross simplifying. 1, 3. Top times top.
1.
Bottom times bottom.
24.
24. Of course, I am in my head trying to simplify this before I circle it, okay? I'm going kind of fast. Some of y'all go, oh, I'll just circle everything. No, you better in your head as you're doing that. Ooh, I need to do something. Oh, man, now we get to the big ones.
Loop-de-loop.
Ah, we don't have fractions, so I need to loop-de-loop even though it's going to give me improper.
12. Plus 5. 17.
17 over
6.
6. Divided by 34 over 5. Now, friends and loved ones, and the rest of you that hate me, you must do this completely before you do this. 2 separate steps. Every year I have some ding-dong pollywong who says, I'm going to do it all in one step. And so they do this, write it down, they change it to multiplication, and they do this, and they leave it like that, and they forget this step right in here because they go too fast. What did the math teacher who's been doing math for 45 years, he turned it into a fraction, wrote it, turned it into a fraction, and wrote it. I rewrote the exact same thing, but with different numbers until I'm ready now to do the step 3. And if I do it, you better do it, or you'll make the mistake I just said. You'll do everything, and you'll change that, and then you will not reciprocate that, and you'll miss them all. Take your time and do it this way. So now let's go to step 3.
Keep it.
Keep it, change it,
Flip.
Now flip this. Don't do it in step 1. Do not do it in step 1.
17.
Ooh, I'm gonna have some big old numbers here if I just do regular. How about let's do our shortcut cross simplify. 17. 17. 1, 2. 1 times 5. 6 times 2. How you think, Justin Ty? We okay? I'm okay too. Sam, what we got here, buddy?
Mixed numbers.
Okay.
We have to change it.
All right, let's change him.
18.
20. 20 over 3.
20 over 1. Oh, 20 over 3.
Last time I checked, that got a squiggly, not a straight. So you said 20 over 3. All right. Divided by 4/5. All right, here we go. Keep it. Change it.
Flip it.
Flip it or reciprocate it.
20 divided by.
You want to go ahead and do top times top and bottom times bottom? You want to shortcut cross simplify? Who? 5 and 20?
No.
Ah, they're on the same level. Remember, it's got to be a bottom and a top. So the 4. So divide by 4, divide by 4.
5 and 1.
5 and 1. So 5 times 5
25.
3.
over 3. Circle it and go.
No.
Yeah, y'all did on the pop quiz. How many 3s will make 25?
8.
8. With how many leftovers?
1.
Where do you put the leftover?
On your numerator.
On the numerator.
And 3 as your
Keep the
numerator.
bottom.
Keep that same denominator bottom. Bam. Kill it, brother.